Are you tired of winning? Well, I'm tired of winning. And guess what? You're going to be tired of winning even more when I tell you what this video is all about. We've got some big bullish news for XRP coming out of Dubai, as well as a Ripple X proposed new metadata standard. What the hell is that? Well, I'm going to tell you why that's so important and how this is going to directly relate back to the long-term future of XRP, as well as how it's been outperforming Ethereum and Bitcoin. In fact, let's just get into this video because it's super bullish on XRP and you should be as well. But first, hit the like and subscribe button. As always, you want to keep up to date with the markets. You want to make sure your portfolio is growing. We've got it all for you here on the 2 Minute Crypto channel. Right, with that being said, strap in. Let's get into this video. So, as always, starting with the most bullish news, the market's actually been pretty good today. But as always, there is some bullish news coming from Ripple. And for many of you that have been part of this channel and been part of this journey for the longest time, you know that we tried to look at the macro side of things. Everyone's talking about price. We're going to go and find out what's going on behind the scenes. And this is exactly what we've got. Ripple X, this is the development side, or the XRPL development arm of Ripple, is now proposing a new metadata standard. Just for clarity, by the way, I am not any kind of computer geek or structural builder of blockchains and all that kind of nonsense, right? I'm a guy that talks about cryptocurrency on the YouTube, but generally does a pretty good job, I think. This is important because it supports the financial markets, albeit they're not going to tell you that. So when we kind of break in exactly what it is, it's all about multi-purpose tokens on the XRP ledger. Why is that important? Well, it supports both transparency, it supports adoption, it supports data integrity and reliability. If you're a bank or a financial market that's going to move billions of dollars around on a blockchain, you kind of want some of those things to be dialed in. This is why this is so important. Now, Ripple X aims to replace the system with a more structured and understandable format. The system is anticipated to simplify and expedite the processes of searching and categorizing tokens. Let's say, for example, you might want a mortgage token or you might want a loan token. Think about it. Think about what's just been passed in the bill. Think about what's been built. The advancement is now accessing information regarding tokens for developers and users to become more transparent and clear. It's going to facilitate users easily learning details. So again, the first adopter of a Bitcoin strategy or the first person to come to the blockchain, they're going to not know a thing. You need to be able to tell them exactly why this is important. And additionally, like I said, this standard is expected to enhance reliability and data integrity. This is going to be super important and certainly supports a build out of XRP. Now, it wouldn't be XRP news if there wasn't something that dovetailed on the back of that, which is equally as crazy. And the fact that we got a digital real estate drive in the Middle East, once again with this strategic partner with a company called Control Alt. Now, they are a Dubai-based real estate and digitalization business. It's a pretty big one as well. They do all sorts from housing to finances to everything else. And actually, this strategic partner, once again, is all about enhancing transparency and security in the real estate area. And Dubai, one of the hottest places right now. All the crypto bros are going out there. Everyone that wants 0% tax is going out of there. The reality is Ripple knows exactly where they need to be, and this is another one of those partners. The fact that they're going to offer secure storage, life cycle management, tokenized property deeds, as well as conducting using Ripple's infrastructure. This is all about segmentation and storage of property deeds from a digital form. It's the next revolution of mortgages and purchasing on the blockchain. It's going to make it cheaper, quicker, easier, and more verifiable by being on the blockchain. And who's doing it first? Ripple. Super crazy, and I think super bullish. That's why we're seeing huge spikes in CME volume, now breaking a record $235 million as people are desperate to start to leverage XRP, looking for that upside momentum, and likewise making sure they're maximizing that potential. XRP will skyrocket based on loads of this news, and you can kind of see at the minute broke $3 and holding for the daily close, which I think is really, really important. And even prominent CNBC economists are talking about XRP. Who would have thought that, a year ago? Well, me, because that's why I was talking about it. But Katie Stockton, she was talking about Bitcoin, but actually started talking about XRP as well. And the fact that this could be a strategic move for lots of people to be involved in some of these altcoins, particularly Ethereum, and like we said, XRP as well. And she, again, very much bullish on what's going on with the market. And for me, understands exactly what's coming. This whole fact that we're going to see tokenization, and actually the RWA sector is starting to warm up a little bit, which we've been talking about here for a while on the channel. This is very good news. And once again, the more people talk about it, the more money is going to start moving into the markets. And it's really interesting that there is actually tangible data to tell you how much money is ready to come into this market, how much people are feeling bullish, and how much optimism sits around XRP. And just for reference, by the way, I've talked about this for the longest time. Don't forget, by the way, BITUNIX, my new exchange partner. Check out the link in the description if you want to go and trade XRP, buy XRP, or trade your favorite coins and stay up to date with all the latest news. They've got new user sign-up bonuses, as well as absolutely no need for KYC, available all over the world. Check out BITUNIX, link in the description. Get trading over there now. Absolutely super bullish exchange. So, once again, by the way, we saw the ProShares ETF approval come in, and actually we saw it go live with a massive spike in volume in 24 hours. Very bullish. It is a futures-based ETF. We've seen obviously Hashdex and the one in Canada as well, over $50 million in literally a month. This is going to be a big deal. We're going to see more and more coming in. And in fact, the time of writing XRP surging on a 7-day time frame. So that just tells you how much money is ready to come into this market. And more importantly, what that's going to look like furthermore for XRP. Now the debate everyone's having, and I'm going to leave this to you guys to put in the description or the chat. Get it right, 2-bit. Could XRP actually flip Ethereum? That's what I want you to answer. I'm not sure. We're going to need some pretty crazy price targets, some pretty crazy momentum. I mean, it could happen. It feels very out there. Let me know what you guys think. But what does it look like from a price? Well, look, we talked about this the other day. Here is my first price target where I think this move is going to get to $3.43. We're playing very, very much in line with what this is, with a higher price range of around $4.90. I think is where we're going to get to. But XRP is looking very good. The breakout with real conviction, volume spike coming in, MACD trending in the right direction, now performing most altcoins. Look out, I think we're going to see this by the end of the weekend. 343, maybe even touching 350. I think XRP very much setting up for a bullish move with all of this news coming out. And who knows what the next news cycle is going to be. We could even find out we've got a reserve coming, or more importantly, these companies buying huge amounts of XRP. But let me know what you think. Can XRP flip Ethereum? Let me know in the comments as always. And don't forget, check out those links in the description. It helps out the channel. And hit that like and subscribe button. And I'm going to see you next time. Thanks so much, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.